Collective, welcome. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. Let's start this week off right and see what you guys are manifesting. Okay, let's see what's going on out there. Welcome. And I saw that you guys have been purchasing the Otter Spirit bracelets. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that it brings you whatever it is you're trying to manifest through these. Okay, whether it's protection, prosperity, intuition, whatever that is for you. Thank you guys. Okay, I appreciate you, and please continue to check them out. All the information is below the video in the description box, and of course these beautiful roses as well. Thank you for those of you who have purchased those as well. Thank you. I hope you enjoy them, or whoever you gifted those to. All right, and it's holiday season, so buying yourself a little something is all right too. All right, let's do this. What is going on? And of course, you guys are also helping out the wild otters from extinction, so that is a beautiful thing, so thank you. They're so cute. All right, one more shuffle. Let's do this, collective. Community, number 39. March 9th could be significant. 12 could be significant. And the number 3 is here. 369 could be significant. Community. This could be friendships, family. This could be also be a work environment or a neighborhood. But let's see. Okay, we have coffin, number 19. Something about an ending here. Some sort of transformation or ending. Okay. This could also be a group of acquaintances that are, falling apart or coming undone. I'm getting like scattering of roaches for some reason. Like, I know that sounds weird, but that's what I got. That's the visual I got. It's like everybody's going their separate ways or something. Let's see. We have house. Yeah, it looks to me like, there may be like a death in the neighborhood, or some sort of family member or something, or in some sort of group, or it's just the ending to something. Okay, we have message, number 7. Okay, number 7. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 369 energy. Distant horizon. So something is coming together in the distant horizon here. And this is kind of intriguing. It feels very intricate, which I hope that Spirit keeps it light here, because it can get a little confusing. I'm trying not to dip into whatever happened with this community too much, okay, because it feels very like many things transpired here with many people, okay, but something is over, whatever that is. Okay, people could have moved out of a specific house. Maybe these people were meeting at a house or living together. Okay, there's a message that changes everything here. Okay, this could be signs and synchronicities with number 7 being here by Spirit. Somebody that needed to maybe sell a property or move from a property, therefore other people had to go their separate ways. Okay, and something new arises. It's almost like someone from here that was going through something arises. And we have the poverty card with change. Yeah. What I'm getting, because house is giving me stability. There was somebody with a house that was providing stability for a community. And now that they must leave, now that this person is moving on, these people have gotten a notice to move. Maybe they were squatters here too. Maybe the person that owned the house moved out and these people were still squatting. I don't know, that this is what I'm getting. And now it's time for them to move on. Okay? And then we have, yes, privileged lady and official person. That's the pairing here. So now it's like somebody's ready to start anew. Okay, there's a child here, let's see, and false person. Yeah, there's a child here with false person. Okay, somebody could have said that a child was theirs and it wasn't. Also is what I'm getting here. And we have mature woman, bad health. This could be someone that has mental health issues is what I'm seeing. And then we have sudden wealth with unexpected income. Okay, and we have thoughts and court. So whoever this woman, false person is, that somebody here was, I guess, dating or with, right? This is the person showing up in your life, or this person, you know, take it how it resonates. And somebody here was dealing with someone that was false, okay? Not who they appeared to be. Maybe try to pin a child on them. This person came with a lot of baggage because I feel like other people kind of got into a home that was with someone that was a provider, somebody that had, you know, they were doing well for themselves. But the drama ensued once they kind of introduced this person into their life and brought that person into their home. Whoever this could be immature woman, could be a mature woman in reverse, or it's an older woman. Take it how it resonates. But what I'm seeing is this person is coming into your life. I don't know if you know this person yet, but this is someone you will meet. But this person is getting something together. Major change is happening in their life. Okay? This could be a heavy transformation that's being caused by this because someone's showing up as an official person. Duality is being restored, balance is being restored within this person, and because within them is being restored and getting rid of whatever situation this was. Also, there's going to be balance restored within their life. Okay, there's major change here. And it looks to me like the person that's false is the one in poverty and leaving here, needing to move out. And whatever other baggage came with them. Okay, so they could have lived in a nice community if it's not like a bunch of people trying to, you know, stay at someone's house that is connected to this karmic energy. You know, it could just be that they lived in a nice neighborhood, she was living good, and, you know, something happened there, and this person's like, I'm ready to move on, you're going to have to move out and find yourself a place to stay. There's definitely something about a child and money and court. Okay? So, it doesn't have to be that the child is not theirs. It could be, but they'll figure that out in court is what it looks like because it's questionable. Okay? Okay. Let's see what else we got here. So that was like the Emperor and the Empress energy. Privileged lady is number 3. That's the number of the Empress. 2 more shuffles. So someone's life is shifting for the better. One more. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Connect with nature, with community. Murky waters with coffin. Okay. It's giving an ending to a relationship or a situation. House with jar of dreams. Okay. I feel like someone dreams of something more stable, more grounded, which whatever this was not. Okay. You could be the one in this situation, so place the energies how they resonate for you. He could be a she. Okay. Create and progress with message. Someone may be thinking of a way as to how to move forward here, and thinking of what to say to you as well. Even if it's like making the first move or something like that. I'm also seeing someone like taking care of business, like getting things organized. It's like last minute things that they have to do when it comes to this situation. Somebody's getting organized is what I'm seeing. Yeah, 0 fucks given. Okay, so somebody's definitely out. Okay. No strings attached. Endless serendipity. Yeah, somebody's out. What I'm getting with no strings attached is they're no longer attached to someone. Okay? They don't give a fuck anymore. And we have endless serendipity. That's where someone here is going. To endless serendipity. Detaching. You know, dreaming of a more stable connection, something more solid, something they can build with someone, something that is not a headache, or you know what I mean? Because I feel like somebody here went through the mill in a relationship and they're ready for something else, something different. They may be ready for some alone time, some me time at this moment, which is why this is coming at a later date for you guys. Because, you know, you don't want anybody on the rebound either. So this person needs some space, some much needed space away from whoever this false person was. All right, let's see. Yeah, sleepless nights. Eight of Swords. I feel like somebody's constantly thinking about you. You may astral travel to this person. You know, we get that a lot here. It's almost like you're a ghost. But it's not that you're a ghost. This person encounters your spirit in the dream state a lot. Okay? So you're visiting someone here. Connect with nature. 10 of Wands. Yeah, someone needs nature to kind of ground themselves. They're feeling burdened. Maybe they want to get away from a certain community. Maybe people are asking too many questions. It's like they need to just, they're letting go of the burdens, connecting with nature, and kind of just doing them around their neighborhood. I feel somebody could live in a nice area where there's like, maybe they have a lot of acres, or there's like woodsy areas here where they can, you know, like a walking trail or something like that. Murky waters with the coffin. Yeah, the Emperor. So the Emperor definitely is going through some change. Okay. A sticky situation here. So they're feeling. But you know how we have butterfly wings here. This person can be going through like that metamorphosis stage. Okay. Where they're never going to be the same. Okay, the murky, the goo, right? the ugly stage of spiritual awakening. But the other side is this Emperor, okay, back in control of their life, of who they are, understanding that they're in control of their own soul, not anyone else. Jar of Dreams, Three of Wands. Yes, this person is looking towards the future here. With the Three of Wands, they want something stable. This is something they dream of. I feel this person always dreamed of having someone stable, someone they can build a life with. But they, they needed to understand why they were attracting certain types of people in their life. And I feel like this time, they're getting it right because they're going within. Create and progress, the Chariot. Yeah, so they're getting shit done so they can keep moving forward. Okay? And have some sort of victory in their own life also when it comes to you. And for some of you, you may be creating and progressing and moving forward here, and this person's going to reach out at some point here. Okay? You may be getting signs and synchronicities as well. I'm seeing a lot of creativity here when it comes to you. I see you visualizing and painting the kind of life you want. We are talking about Manifestation Monday. So you're painting a new canvas. You're holding a certain vision here where you are victorious. Okay? And you're listening to the signs and synchronicities. You could be getting very creative at this time. Yeah, Two of Wands are definitely splitting ways with, it could be more than just one person with community. Like I said, I saw like the roaches scatter, Two of Wands going opposite directions. Okay, so this person is moving away from certain people as well that they're just burdens. They're heavy burdens on this person. They could have like nosy neighbors is also what I'm seeing. Four of Pentacles. Okay, right now this person has to kind of hold back from taking any kind of action because they're going through a change and transformation and murky waters. Okay, so they definitely need some me time. Three of Wands, and they're definitely thinking about taking a leap of faith here once they start moving forward in a distant horizon here with the Three of Wands. They do have dreams, aspirations, and things that they want to start over. They want a stable, solid foundation when it comes to who they're with, or turning a new leaf in their life. So this is someone that's going to, they're taking the right route in life. Okay, especially after all of this. Six of Swords. That's moving forward, absolutely. With the Chariot, definitely. And the Seven, somebody's being guided away from a heavy situation and moving forward. A lesson learned for someone here. Okay. And I also feel like, you've learned your lessons and you still listen to, the guidance, the signs. You still look for the signs and synchronicities. And I don't think you'll ever really not look for the signs and synchronicities. I feel like you're very connected to spirit here, and this person is getting connected themselves. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This person's definitely, sleepless nights. They got a lot on their mind. They may have a little anxiety, which is why they want to go outside in nature, kind of ground themselves. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Ooh, they're holding back some serious passion, let me tell you what. Okay. Yeah. With the Emperor being here, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, this person does have a lot of self-control. And definitely that's something they're trying to have right now. Because they do need time to kind of... I'm getting like water under the bridge with whoever that was that they were with, but like they need time to kind of let those murky waters just kind of till they purify kind of energy. They're purifying themselves is what I'm getting here. Three of Cups. Yeah, this person is definitely gonna ask you out. Okay? They want to have a good time. They're gonna get to a point where they're gonna want to have a good time. They dream about this, fantasize about this, think about this, okay? Daydream about this. And we got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this person learned the lesson here. Now, what I see here is somebody trying to, right, do some finishing touches, or, you know, they got plans, right? They have a vision in mind. They have plans. They're listening to the signs and synchronicities. They're taking care of some last minute details. And then all of a sudden, we have the Six of Swords, the Chariot. They're moving forward. And what I feel like with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords is they're going to start thinking about, you know, this deception that just happened to them. But on their way to, you know, Paradise Island, to calmer waters, they're hoping that this also isn't deceptive. Remember, they're in their head. Right now, they're in the energy of going through what they went through with that karmic. They could have been lied to, cheated on, deceived somehow, some way. And so they're going to be in their head a little bit. All right. Also, what I'm seeing, once again, I see this person, like, spirit moving this person silently through the night where nobody notices, right? Like creeping in the night energy. So they may be, yeah, and I hear the plane. Oh, and also, that just reminded me, I had a dream about being in a private plane with someone at night, and it was really foggy. And I'm thinking to myself, man, it must be a little bit scary to be that pilot and just kind of gliding through the foggy sky at night where you can't see in front of you, right? When we know the plane knows where it's going, but you know, you never know what's going to come out of nowhere. And then I remember going over like a city. I saw a city. It was a brief clip. So somebody here could definitely be flying or traveling or something like that. But they're going to be quiet about this. There was like the pilot, that person. I was on the plane, kind of like, you know, witnessing what was happening there. And then there was one other person by the window, but with no significance really to them. There was just another person there. So I don't know if this person travels for business. This may or may not resonate with this reading. I'm not sure, but I did dream about that. So this person may, you know, may be sneaky around other people about what they're up to. Okay? They may be keeping that to themselves for now. Because people, I feel like there's a lot of people in their it's like nosy people in their environment, and they just want to, like, they don't want to be around, they don't want too many questions right now. They don't want to answer anybody's questions about their situation. So I feel like this person's withdrawn and trying to be very discreet and give as many little details as possible, because they don't want to talk about what transpired in that relationship. And we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the World. And what is this? As above, so below, the World. Right? And we have as within, the Hermit behind that. Ace of Cups, so without. Okay. I also wanted to touch up a little bit. When you know, not every manifestation you need to take action on, okay? Obviously, on these types of connections, when we're talking about two people coming together, clearly they know they need to take action, which would be the Fool. That's taking a leap of faith. That's taking action. You see the chariot moving forward, that's action. But sometimes you ever go to the store and see something you like, oh my God, I would love that, or I could use this for this, or maybe it's just a personal item that you would like for yourself. But then you see the price tag and you're like, oh, I could never afford that. That's too expensive, right? All of a sudden, it was like a brief thought. You're not stressing over it. You just say to yourself, okay, I can't afford it. So, maybe one day I'll see it again, maybe not. But you keep it moving. You forget about it. Weeks go by. And all of a sudden, somebody bought you that very thing. And you didn't have to stress over it. You didn't have to buy it. And boom, you manifested. It was a desire that had absolutely no resistance. You saw it. You desired it. The universe caught wind of that. You aligned to something clicked where the universe saw, felt that you desired something bad enough, and boom, all of a sudden somebody bought it for you out of the blue. Or it came through an opportunity where you can have a specific item without you actually purchasing it yourself. Sometimes that happens, and it took no action on your part. Okay? Sometimes we desire something bad enough, right? And we hold the vision. There could be a type of person you wanted to meet in your life, right? While you're sitting here, doing you, growing, self-reflecting, asking yourself and the universe all the questions, the hard questions, going within, taking the path less traveled, you're growing. And then here comes this person in a distant horizon, just as you visualized it. On your part, you really didn't take any action. You just visualized it. But this person, out of their own free will, took action. It's a little more difficult when it comes to two people manifesting each other, because two people have to align vibrationally for this to happen. It has to be a similar vibration, whether it's high or it's low, and you work through drama or you come into each other's life in a balanced manner. So, and if you were to see like the Empress, right? The Empress, like that privileged lady card, she creates. So whatever she thinks of, right? As above, consciously, as above. Let's say it's a child. The child descends into the Empress, right? Let's say her and her husband desire to have a child. Well, that child isn't just consumed in the flesh. There's a whole spiritual being descending into the womb. And then time goes by as it grows, as it's, the 9 months being produced there. And then, right, that would be descended, as above, ascended, so below, descended, as within the 9 months of creation, and so without the actual form, the actual tangible form of that desire. Same thing could be said for opportunities, things you want to manifest, create, and bring into fruition. So this is Manifestation Monday, and I've been going through this whole explanation because I just want people to realize and understand that sometimes it's as easy as a desire, but you didn't like overanalyze that desire. You thought about it. If it's something simple like a bracelet or a shirt or a piece of jewelry, or I don't know, something for the house, or a little sweater for your dog or cat, whatever. Sometimes it's a passing thought, but you really desired it, you really liked it, and it could be like your spirit team somehow made it to where you can have that. Obviously, manifesting a whole nother human being into your life with the qualities you admire and like is a whole nother type of manifestation, because it does require action and alignment, vibrational alignment. So, which is this person here? Okay, there's an emperor here that is going through the change, is celibate at this particular moment, and aligning with you. So, and it's, I mean, it's right here. As above, so below the earth. As within, the hermit. And as without, the Ace of Cups. That's the offer. Okay. So, let's clarify some of this stuff. I know I went through the whole explanation there. But it happens. It happens. It happens to me. And when I get it, if I desire something and I say, oh, well, I can't afford it right now. All of a sudden, like a few weeks, sometimes days, all of a sudden somebody got it for me, or maybe it went on a discount, like 50% off or 90% off, or like I saw it somewhere else for cheaper, or somebody actually got it for me, or it came through an opportunity where I was able to have it for free. And I'm like, whoa, you know, but didn't stress it. It was just, and sometimes that happens with money. You know, you think of a, like, you know, $50,000 sounds good. It doesn't happen all the time like that with money, but, you know, it's like, I don't know, sometimes things, it's the way we think about certain things. When you have no resistance, or you're not overthinking it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have that money and you're like, thank you. It's crazy. But, you know, when you don't have a lack mindset, the universe shows you if you're in alignment or not. All right. So tell me about this Ace of Wands when it comes to this Emperor. Oh, yeah. They're trying to have self-control. Okay. I'm also getting this person is also trying not to... they may have an urge to self-pleasure, but they're trying not to. Yeah. They're trying not to, okay? They may think about you passionately, and they're trying to block it out because they're trying to go through this change. Okay? Yeah. Ooh-wee, the Empress, there she is. Fantasizing about you. They can't help it. I told you, this person constantly thinks about you. Okay? They are constantly thinking about you. Yeah. And taking this path. You got the world in his hands, Two of Wands. He's got his hand on the wand. And the world is right there. Okay? And it's weighing heavy. There's a lot of passion here that this person feels. This could even be you, collective. Take it how it resonates. But there's a message coming in a distant horizon. Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Yeah, Six of Swords. They're coming. Slowly but surely. Okay, this is not somebody trying to move too quickly. Alright. They just finished going through kind of like the battle wherever they were at. Kind of Knight of Pentacles I always see as somebody licking their wounds as they move forward. One step at a time. Okay. They just finished learning a lesson. Six of Swords. And they're treading with caution. Okay. And this is not somebody looking to jump into anything, of course. So Even though they want to hold you, they want to hug you, they want to feel you. Okay, definitely. They're going to have a lot of self-control here when it comes to you. But there is passion. Oh, let me tell you. They want to hold you. Yeah, we have judgment. They're getting, I feel, the rite of passage here. They do want to court you here with the Knight of Cups. So they're going through a period with the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment and the Six of Swords. And then they're going to get to the point where they're going to want to court you in a more romantic manner. But they're going to take their time to get to know you is what I'm getting here. Okay? When they feel safe around you, they will be a little more charming here. I mean, you know, they did go through some heavy stuff is what I'm seeing. Hang on, I just lost that card. The Star. Yeah, they're on the path to heal. Yeah, definitely. And I feel like Spirit is celebrating this. Because this is an Emperor that is doing the work, is making it. Okay? I mean, that is something to celebrate. A lot of them fail and don't quite make it to that Emperor status in the spirit realm. You know what I mean? A lot of them fail, but this person is on the path, getting through those murky waters. Okay? Yeah, they're a little scared to open their heart right now. With the Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the King of Cups, because they poured in, you know, to someone that did not handle their heart right. Exactly. The Lovers with the Three of Swords. So they're a little scared right now. But they're healing. They are healing. Alright, clarify this Three of Cups. Yeah, Six of Cups. Jar of Dreams with the Six of Cups. This person definitely feels a soul connection here. Tell me more here. Yeah, they're holding on to this. Okay. They're holding on to an offer too. They want to give this single lady here. Okay. Which would make the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody they can build with, right? There's the house. So they see you as someone they can build with. They may be feeling a little bit insecure though right now because they were hurt and betrayed. Okay? Remember, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords with the King of Cups. They're a little like, you know, it's a little too fresh in their mind right now. Yeah, they were betrayed by a relationship here. So they're thinking about, you know, everything that has happened here. Exactly. Eight of Swords. They're thinking about everything that has happened here. With this other person. Yeah, hermit mode. But they're learning. And they feel like, you know, they walked away empty-handed here. But there will be justice here for someone that was treating them like an option or something like that. And mishandled this person. Okay? Somebody treated this emperor like they were disposable. Like, I'm only going to come to you when I need something. And this person really poured their heart into this connection, but mishandled. Yeah. And they want to manifest the Ten of Cups. What's behind that? Exactly. That's what they want. They want somebody stable, grounded. Wifey. Manifest. 10 of Cups. Alright, but right now, they're a little hurt right now. Yeah. They know you're the truth. Okay? They're not confused. Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups. They are not confused. Okay? Yes, 2 of Wands. So this person is planning. They have a future vision here with you in it. Okay? This may be a little scary for them, because they feel like they're going out on a limb here for you. 40, 44. And this person may not know you very well. So this is scary for them. Also, they've been betrayed before. So it's like, wow, to put my heart on the line again, that's why they're going to take their time to get to know you. They need to trust in what's happening here. All right? Okay. So, let's get some messages. Let's get some of these. Tell me more about this connection, spirit, coming together here. Something about the color brown. Confirm. Feel the magnetic pull. It's the confirmation that your crush feels it too. Your crush feels it too. So they feel this magnetic pull. You feel the same. Okay. Yeah, space. It's just a temporary split. We require space to sort out muddled thoughts. Yeah, they're taking space right now for themselves. And we do have murky waters, muddled thoughts, and whatever they went through here. And we have rebirth. Yeah, I want to retract my liking for you. Not only will I be fine, I will be doing well. Yeah, so they are letting go of whoever that was in their life and moving forward. They're definitely going through a rebirth. Okay? They definitely are very disappointed with the person they were with. And their feelings for them are definitely subsiding. They see that person for who they are, so. Intuition. There is a sense of intuition. I will hear from him again, and we can have a good relationship. This karmic may be thinking that this person is going to retract. Yeah. Okay, because of passion. And I see this person holding back on that. Okay. The passion in our love is like a fire that never dies. I feel like that's what they have for you. But there's a karmic here thinking that this person is going to retract because maybe they have in the past, maybe they were in and out of, this karmic was in and out of their life. Like one day she was into him, the next day, I heard played them like a yo-yo kind of energy. So she had a little game going. Remember, she came out as a false person. She had a little game going with this person. Okay, she'd give him just enough to keep him wanting more, or to feel validated by the feeling they were feeling when this person was, love bombing them or something like that. But that little game got played out. Okay, because this person is definitely celibate at this time. And they're not falling for it again. But they feel passion here. I feel it's for you. Okay. But I feel like the karmic thinks that she can passionately entice this person again. Text message, I often pay attention to you. Let's discuss our issues and move forward. Yeah, exactly. She's still texting. And look, this person is not answering. Neglect is a silent form of destruction in love. They're not answering. Remember, no more fucks given. This person is not answering that karmic's text. Yeah, letting go. Instead of clinging on, I choose to let go. This way, both of us can move on and no longer feel heartbroken for each other. There it is. What I'm getting here, this person wants more security in a connection. And they're too good. She is insecure. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So, I was just going to say the trust is lost, and I see trust. I promise you I won't give up. I have no idea what's happening in my life right now, but I still trust you. Okay? They're trusting in the fact, they're trusting in letting go and trusting in moving forward. Okay? They're not giving up on themselves. Yeah, single. Single life was a waiting game, a time of anticipation and hope, and you are the prize, worthy every moment of it. Worth every moment of it. You are the prize, and they're trusting themselves. They definitely see a future here with you. They're just a little scared. Let's see what else. Tell me more about this Emperor spirit. Yeah, I saw the little puppy. I'm not fine. Yeah, you can do it. I wasn't ready for that, but let's see. Yeah, game over. You can do it. Tell me more about this Emperor. Yeah, let's be crazy. I'm always a child. I feel like that's the karmic. The karmic was very immature. Okay? Always trying to get this person out of their comfort zone, I feel. I feel like the karmic was a little too wild for this person. Okay? Is what I'm getting. And it might have been fun at first, but it wasn't for long-term commitment. Yeah, it says you failed, so what? Treat yourself. Eat whatever you want. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, they deserve abundance. Alright? So you are like what they want to indulge in. Alright? And they are getting over the fact that, you know, it was a failed relationship. And understanding that they deserve abundance, love, the 10 of Cups, all of the above. Okay? They deserve unconditional love. The same kind of love they pour out, they deserve back. Exactly. Better alone than in bad company. Yeah, sometimes I need help, and that karmic was not helping. Confirmation. She was a burden. It was like taking care of another child. Yeah, this person was very hurt. You are not your emotions. Memories comfort us. Okay. And you are here. Yeah. Okay. There's, you know, there's more to life than that moment that they're going through, or that you're going through, whoever's going through this. Okay. Yeah, sleep on it. Yeah, they're definitely in their head worrying. Says stop worrying. And yeah, they want to be drama free. Okay. What else? Just the present moment counts. Yeah, this person is taking a lot of time for themselves and spread the love. Okay, they just want to be, they want to hug, definitely. This person would love to be in your presence. Okay? I feel like they're hanging out maybe with somebody they love. Could be a grandparent or parent, even. Especially with memories comfort us. You know, saying no to what doesn't serve them. Okay? And party in their heart. Being a little more lighthearted, spending time with themselves, singing out loud, you know, dancing like no one's watching, you know, doing something, boxing with the pillow, letting it all out. Okay? Yeah, they don't need to panic. This person has like anxiety and like, yeah, sorry, not sorry. I feel like that karmic has caused this person a lot of anxiety. And they forgot how to just be them, their individual strong self around that person. It's almost like they kind of walked on eggshells around that person a little bit. They were definitely the giver in the connection. But, you know, that person is just not for them. And they see that. Alright, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Let me know in the comments if anyone resonates. I wish you guys the best. Thank you for watching Manifestation Monday. This is coming together in the future. Right now, they're going through the motions. So, hopefully this energy pops back up in the future. Let's see here. Let me see. Let me get some cards on features here. We have someone with curly hair. Could be blonde, dark, doesn't matter. But somebody here has curly hair. Nicely dressed. So somebody could be a sharp dresser. A businessman. We have somebody that wears makeup. Okay. Not too much. Something, makeup that accentuates your features well. So somebody here, somebody could like your makeup. We have European at the bottom of the deck. What else here? Somebody may have piercings, or they had piercings once upon a time. That could just be ear piercing. Take it how it resonates. And same height as you. Okay. What else? Unhealthy habits. Somebody with wavy hair. This could be the karmic. Okay. The karmic could be the same height as you. Is what I'm getting there. Yeah, pregnant. Pregnant. We did see something about a child here. This could be a child that was already, somebody gave birth to already. Older than you. Braids. And muscular. This person could be pregnant from somebody that has braids and is older than this masculine and muscular. That has coarse curly hair. Oh boy. That's what I'm getting. If you're the one going through this, this is the main energy, so you could be the one going through this. Or you're the divine feminine. And this is what your future person is going through. Light skin. Okay. So there could be a light skin, older male with braids, coarse curly hair. That could be the baby father. I don't think it's this other person, this emperor. Okay. Let me get some tell me something about this pregnancy. It says, you inspire me so much to create new projects and manifest all of my desires to be able to provide for you financially. Okay? I feel like when this person knew of this pregnancy, when this emperor knew of this pregnancy, like, they saw it like as a second chance for their connection. They were happy about the child. Okay, this is a giver. This is someone empathic. This is someone that, you know, was thinking maybe this is what we need for the relationship to work out, something like that. Okay, it says, you brought faith back into my life, and now I'm trusting the higher power. Despite the past, I allow myself to feel loved and protected. Okay, so they were feeling this way, and look who's at the bottom of the deck, the devil. It's hard for me to face my pain. That's the karmic. So I indulge in short-term pleasures or substances, which we have here, unhealthy habits. I know it's not good for me, but I can't stop. So that's the karmic. And the emperor tends to take on more tasks than they can handle, so they can distract themselves from their feelings until they fall into exhaustion or illness. So this person, instead of facing the reality of what was happening, you know, when the pregnancy was here, they dive themselves into work. It's almost like, yeah, head in the sand, worrying, but it's like the problems weren't just going to go away on their own. You know, you can't just make it all disappear and think that the child is going to make something better, when the person they having a child with is irresponsible, very immature, and false on top of that. So they had high hopes for someone that doesn't even see themselves in a high light. And that is like the impossible connection. You can't make that work with someone that's not willing to change. They're just going to continue to be a burden. Okay? Who is this older gentleman? Now, this masculine could be older than the karmic. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I knew it. Since I can't control you, I prefer to daydream of perfect interactions between us where you agree with me. Yeah, this person tried to, like, think of, dive into work and think that this person was, you know, someone else entirely. I'll just pretend you're someone else and not who you have shown me to be. That's pretty bad. And when it came to you, collective, you woke their feminine side. And I'm feeling very romantic. You inspire me to listen to love songs, to write, paint, and to create. See, you inspire the romance within this person. You inspire this person to court you, to move forward, to do, you know, to love themselves, to do better, which they are. That's why this transformation is here. That's why the self-control is here as well. Tell me more. The Emperor, yeah. In society, status is high priority to me, and I like having control over others. I follow strict rules and have high demands or expectations. You know, obviously, an emperor is all about appearing to have everything all together, self-control, you know, making firm decisions. Of course, the emperor always comes with the Ten of Wands because they take on a lot of responsibilities. People rely on this person, so they don't want to, naturally, they don't want to disappoint anyone or feel like they're lacking in one place or another, so they're always there for everyone else. But who's there for the emperor? Only an empress can be there for the emperor when they're all worn out and tired and need someone that understands them. Not a karmic. Especially a wild one. So, yeah. They're reading, you woke their feminine side. They're reading more about soft skills and emotions. Because I never had a connection like this. And I want to be your stable partner. So they are planning. Okay? They want to be balanced for you. And so they know they needed to get more in touch with their feminine side. Even though they weren't either like this tough, badass, like emperor either. They were very much empathic, very, very giving. Um, but they needed to self-nurture that feminine side so they don't get involved with these types of karmics that only like walk all over them. Okay? So they're learning to be more nurturing as well, not only towards themselves, but like it's not all about work, 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 work and pretend like your relationship isn't falling apart. They have to also, you know, be in balance so that whoever comes into their life is aligned with that and understands that. I mean, you can't be all up here and the other person down here. There's no balance. So when you meet someone that's not wild, crazy, and doing devilish, indulgent things, and you know, could care less about how you feel about it, it becomes a real heavy burden for the other person. So they're understanding what it is they need to do to have a balanced relationship anyways. So that's, at least that's good. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know in the comments once again if you resonate. Thank you for watching Manifestation Monday. It is getting dark. So I will talk to you guys next week. Peace.